Warning. The story you're about to watch is completely fictional. Cleric.
Right on time. Tell me, Locke, how was Ronin's mission?
Ronin cleared the place in time to retrieve the evidence. It consists of some blueprints, a diagram and a parts list. From our initial analysis, it is indeed designed to have a C4 charge installed, minus the charge. We still don't know who took this last step, but it's an easy thing, just a matter of inserting 2 wire tips into the explosive. It could be anyone involved.
I see. Do we have fingerprints?
Yes, we initially identified 5 sets of different fingerprints on the pages. It will possibly become the most crucial piece of evidence we have so far, even more than the digital files. Joining both together, we will be able to put some real people behind bars for life.
Now that's what I want to hear. Excellent. And keep me informed when you ID the thugs.
Roger that. Chief Rodriguez is on the line for you.
I know. Patch it.
So, did you get some sleep?
What do you think?
Well, if you come alive from this one, you certainly will.
What is it?
Belle Brady, Senator Brady's younger daughter, has been kidnapped. You know that duo? Absent father, problem child? So, she's been walking with bad company for years, doing drugs and whatnot. But this time, she hooked herself with a gang that is bad business.
Damn.
When they learned who she is and who her father is, they just couldn't let it go. As you know, her father is the author of the Crime Zones Bill. It tries to help the big cities in their desperate war on crime, but it's having mixed results. It's good to have a more relaxed ROE where crime has been rampant. It is indeed keeping things a little more in order. But the real estate devaluation in those zones has widened the money gap by a frigging lot. So people are not happy, and he's been trying to rebalance the bill so that red zones can change their status a little more easily. But this takes time, and even thugs have relatives they care about. When they knew they had her, they decided to demand $20 million in the canceling of that bill. It's not going to happen, but I guess you reckon how sensitive the situation is. I'm in Washington right now. I've just spoken to him.
Yeah, but isn't that a case for the feds?
He doesn't want the FBI on this.
Why?
He didn't fully disclose, but I'm sure it's about that thing we talked on your last mission. Some enemies are dressed in blue. As unfortunate as this case is, if we solve it, we'll have a powerful ally in the capital.
I see.
He's been reviewing the camera feeds of the latest clashes on violent crime we've had, and he's impressed. So we designed a plan together. The thugs were getting agitated, contacting him every 2 hours. They are using public phones, but we could draw a perimeter right inside San Diego's red zone. Figures. It's always in a red zone. They've been threatening to attempt to cross the Mexican border with her. We know they probably wouldn't succeed, but just by trying it, they would put a lot of harm on her way. So I instructed him to agree to pay 25% of the ransom for a proof of life, with the promise to make a motion at the Senate to cancel the bill tomorrow. If all goes well, he pays the rest in exchange for the girl. But here's the plan. We're adding a passive transponder with the money, inside the bag's lining. They are probably keeping her in the same place they'll take it. It's a risky plan. They won't find them with sensors, but if they ditch the bags, it's over. That's why I also designated 2 Reaper drones to keep a close eye on them at the exchange. But I guess they're not very smart. Their first stop was at a liquor store. I try to respect those knuckleheads, but how can I?
If I didn't respect the steel they carry, I'd be dead for a long time.
I want you to position yourself somewhere inside the perimeter and wait for the coordinates. As soon as they're fixed, you go in. You'll need to be a shadow and move fast. Take the most reliable suppressed weapon you can get. Secure her and neutralize the enemy. Dead checks are allowed. You don't want to risk being called out. If you find civvies, cuff them down. Get prepped and wait for our signal.
Okay, on the move.
I'm leaving to meet the head of the Bureau now. They want to supervise our actions, and I'll have to find a polite way to say no without actually saying no. Frigging politics. No slip-ups, Cleric, otherwise we'll go under a very unfriendly microscope.
Yeah. The mission's the easy part.
Damn right, kid. Cleric, we're detecting some agitation going on there. Get to the hostage fast.
I'm trying, but they're took in.
Hands up!
Pigs.
Hands up!
All right. Go easy.
Control. I found her.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Civilian is secured.
Log updated.
I'm leaving her locked inside the 3 o'clock room on the first floor. And I'll clear the rest.
Roger.
Police, get down! Put your hands up! Hands up, do it now! Police, hands up! Get on the ground, now! Hands up! Drop to your knees! Get down, I want to see hands!
I'm not one of them.
This under control.
Get off me!
Civilian is secured.
Roger. Info received.
First floor clear. You can call the patrols now. Call them with a code 2. No lights and sirens. They can approach, form a perimeter, and then get to the first floor and get the hostage to safety. I'm still clearing. I'm going to the second floor now.
Roger that.
just found the money to securing the location. All clear.
Excellent work, Cleric. You've just earned the lifelong gratitude of a United States Senator.
All right. Hey, Chief, I'd like to ask you something. If the evidence I got on the first part of my last mission was irregular, how did you get the special warrant for the second part?
How else do you think, kiddo? I lied to the judge.
Oh my god.